Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is Dom, and we're here talking about unusual options activity. Alright, everyone, let's kick it off with the disclaimer here. So, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this program are solely the opinion of the show and are not a specific inducement to making an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Alright, everyone. So, first one I want to bring up is Space, SPCE, Virgin Galactic Holdings. Now, this used to be a SPAC. For everyone who's not familiar with this, this is obviously a space company here. They're primarily, they have a couple different sectors here, satellites and stuff. But, I feel like most of their business in the future is going to be leisure space travel. So, it's definitely a hit, among, younger investors and, people looking forward to the future and stuff. This one traded about 12,000 contracts today. These are really short term here. These April 1st 31 strike calls, April 1st 32 strike calls. I think there was even some volume in these April 16th. Some people are coming in and buying these April 16th 37 strike calls. Now, if you've been following the channel for any length of time, especially recently, I quit, putting on straight call positions. So, as you can see here, I have a position. So I'm long the April 31 strike call, and I'm short the April 35 strike call. Now, I think I paid about 130 bucks or so for that. So, we paid $130 with the maximum value of this spread going to $4 because the 35 strike and the 31 strike, you subtract those two, that's $4 multiplied by 100, so $400, and we paid about, I think, $130 to put the spread on earlier today. There wasn't any massive orders that I found. Just some people, here, we can just check it out real quick, kind of trying to save some time with these videos and kind of not go through all this because, y'all know how I like to do it, but there are some smaller orders here. These come out to be. It looks like there's all different people coming in here. These are at different times here, but these are all for these April 16th 37 strike calls. There's also some buying in some of those April 1st ones. Those are about $100,000 to about $150,000 orders. I don't mind following orders like that. If I see quite a bit of them. Virgin Galactic. I brought this one up on the channel. I think when it was like 25, 26, maybe when it was 30, and we actually rode this one all the way up to 62 when it became it trapped up in that Reddit frenzy short squeeze type of stuff. This one has had a huge pullback since then. It looks like now we're kind of getting some nice support at this 150-day moving average here. It came down, bounced off that once, got a nice bounce, and we're kind of hovering around there right now. This last candle here is today's action. So I like Virgin Galactic. This is a little shorter term of an option. So I did the vertical spread. We're sealed in from time decay. We're sealed in from volatility depression because we're long one option, but we collect on the short option for time decay and also volatility compression. So next one I want to bring up is Western Digital. Now, this one had some news after the bell, but I just wanted to bring it to you guys anyway, just to show you guys, the power of this unusual options activity. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes, you'll get into trades, where there's news after the bell or, the next day or a couple weeks down the road. As you can see here, there's some huge volume in these July 16th, 67.5 strike calls, huge orders down in the time of sales. And there's also some action in these May 21st strike calls, these 70 strike calls here. I think there might have even been some action in some of these shorter term calls here. Yeah, these 67.5 calls. There's some nice action there. Just some overall bullish options activity. A lot of strikes here. There was some news that came out after the bell, so this stock has moved up quite a bit after the close. As you can see here, it closed at about 66.75, and after hours now it's trading almost pushing about 72. So I would be, if it were me, putting this trade on, I would definitely. Probably not. I would definitely wait for a pullback. We're not in a market where everything just goes up and keeps going up. So I'm kind of reluctant to bring this one up on the channel, because I definitely do not want people rushing in and just buying this thing when it's up 8, 9, 10% tomorrow. But this is definitely one to look into a pullback. And I saw some of this buying going on throughout the day. And Western Digital used to be like a $73 stock. It's high, and traded down to about 62. We missed it on that dip. I didn't mind getting into it around the 66 level. I was looking to play it up to the 73 level anyway. So tomorrow, if the stock is getting to 73, I think it made it up to 75 after hours here. Yeah, I made it up to 75 after hours. So I will definitely be dumping this one tomorrow morning. If it reaches this 75 level. So yeah, just I'm very reluctant to bring this one up on the channel, but got to keep it real, and this is what I was buying. This just proves the power of the unusual options activity. Most of the time, you don't get news announcements like this, but sometimes you get lucky and you pick the right trade, and it works out well. So thanks to everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. Make sure to keep the subscribing up. We'll see you in the next one, everyone.